Hello all, welcome back to my channel. So in our previous video we had discussed on types of constructors like the default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. So in this video we will try to explore them with a simple example. We will try to run the code. So also in the previous video we had discussed default constructor. So I have it here already, the same one. So this is a default constructor where it will not take any parameters and it will be ignored as soon as the object is created. So just as an example I will just run this for you. So just a moment. Yeah, so if you can see here, yeah, the constructor is called firstly because here you have two constructors that I have created, z1 and z2. So if you see, z is a class here and I have created two objects. So constructor is called and then the destructor is called. So this is simple default constructor. Okay, now let's go for yeah, what do I say, the parameterized constructor. So just think that you have a private variable int x. So now to create a parameterized constructor, so let me just create it. So the class name followed by the parameter, that say for example if you want to initialize this private variable. So yeah, so this is parameterized constructor, so x equals y. Now the private variable gets initialized with whatever value you send here from the main. Yeah, so let me just create one more object, maybe z3, and yeah, it's small maybe, and let me send the value of a itself. So a is 1. So now what happens is that a parameterized constructor is created here. So I mean I have called with the parameter 1, so here it will get initialized with 1. So just to check this out, let me do one thing, let me create one more function here. Just get function, maybe get x, and let me just print it out. See out, uh, maybe x equals, and what is that, that is x, right? Yeah, x. Yeah, so now let me call this as well. So that 3 dot get x, and yeah, so now the first thing is clear, the default constructor. So this is parameterized constructor. Let me just write here, parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. Okay, so now let me just save this and let me run this. Yes, so it's run success, the executable is created successfully. So let me just run the executable. So now if you, sorry, I think there is just a moment, z3. Okay, and I have called this, maybe, yeah. Why this is not taken, z3, that's correct. Let me just rerun it. Git test.cpp, that is correct. Enter. Okay, sorry, I think this is a.exe. Yeah, now if you see here, firstly what happens, the constructor is called, this is for the default constructor. Then for the default one, the destructor will be called. Then if you see here, I'm creating object z3, and that is a parameterized constructor here, and z3 and get x is called. So for get x, if you see here, x is equals to 1, whatever the value that I just sent, a equals 1. So that's how it is. Then I think, yeah, then the destructor is called. So that's as simple as that. Now going ahead with the copy constructor. So for the copy constructor, yeah, it will, what it does is that it just copies the value of the other object previously or other already created object. So for this, yeah, what you need to do here is that, let me just create a yeah, copy constructor. So it's of the same type, class type z, and you have your object for the copying, say for example zz underscore t. And let me just add yeah, now say for example, yeah, the same value you want. So the private variable wants the same value of the previous object. So x equals what do I say, that is zz underscore t dot the x value. That's how it is. Okay, so now it is clear. So this is copy constructor, whatever the previous objects values are there, that gets copied. So copy constructor. Okay, so let me just create a copy constructor as well for you. So here if I go, let me create another object, that is z4, and let me copy the values of z3. Okay, let me pass the object z3 here. So and of course let me also try to get the value of x, so that should be 1, of course. Dot get x, yes. So yeah, now I think it's clear. Let me just save this. So I think it's clear for the copy constructor, whatever the previous the object that we send, right, that is z3, those values, private variable values are being copied here. So whenever I call this getX function, I should get the same value 1 that I sent here from like whatever variable a has. So let me, yeah, if okay, let me just run this now for time being. Okay, okay, executable is created. Let me run the executable, and if you see here, see, firstly the constructor is called for the about two objects, then the destructor is called. Then if you see, for z3 x equals to 1, and for z4 as well, the same value got copied, and x is 1 here, then the destructors are called. So this is a copy constructor. So now there is another way also, of invoking this copy constructor, that is yeah, say for instead of this, you can also do it something like z4 equals z3, yes. So this is also copy constructor, so you can do it this way as well. So let me just save this and run it for you. Okay, then one more time running the executable, and if you see, it's the same way, but the invocation of a constructor is little different. So there is a concept of this deep copy and shallow copy. Of course we will discuss this in the upcoming video, but this was regarding the three constructors with an example: default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor. In the default constructor, there are no parameters directly, with the with the class name you invoke it as soon as the object is created. But for a parameterized constructor, you have the parameters included. So if you want to initialize some of the variables, private variables, you can do it this way. Then copy constructor, completely copying the values of an already created object to a new object. So that can be done via copy constructor. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.